Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining. It's TNT. I'm Coach Joanna. I'm just moving some things here so you can see me and what I am doing today. If you're joining on a replay, you need to make sure that you have a box, a chair, a bench. I'm actually not going to use the box today, so that's why I'm moving it. So I apologize for what's moving around here today. You will need a bench, which I have here right now. So for today's workout, that's all you need. Maybe somewhere soft to lay on the ground. And then that is it. We are going to get started with a warm-up. Good morning, good morning. Hi, thanks for joining. For those of you who are just joining, you just need somewhere to stand on. A box, a bench, as Exhibit A. And then somewhere comfortable to lay down. Not relatively comfortable, right? So I have my mat here. We're not going to use it the whole time, so if you don't need it right now, you can just set it aside. But I know most of you guys are using carpeted floors, so that's okay. All right, this is TNT. I'm Coach Joanna. This will be today's, or the last TNT class in the morning, if you're joining live. Next week, we're going to go to Zoom. So that's exciting, and we're going to switch to a bar class in the morning. So it's very exciting with Coach Melissa. All right, we're going to warm up here, just get our heart rate up, stretch, and everything else. So sorry if you're just joining as a replay. For those who are on live, all right, thumbs up, we're going to get going. Jumping jacks to start, get our body warm, marches in place, whatever works for you. Ready, and go. I'm going to march with a little skip. Stay with it. And rest. We're going to go into deep squats. So get your feet shoulder width, all the way back and down, deep squats, and stand. Squeeze those glutes on the way down, squeeze them on the way up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Bring those feet underneath our hips. We're going to walk our hands out to a high plank. My knees stay fairly locked out to stretch those hamstrings. Feel that nice, good stretch. Walk out to a high plank. Holding here. Down dog. Walk those hands back to those feet. Those knees stay straight. And stand. Doing it again. Walk out high plank. This is a good hamstring stretch. Warming up the shoulders. Down dog. Walk those hands back to those feet. And stand. One more time. Walk out high plank. Down dog. Walk those hands back in. And stand. All right. Reverse lunge one side. Twist the other. Ooh, just kidding. Hands to the ground. Lift that back knee. Let's get a nice good hip stretch. Stay here, stay here, stay here. We're going to get inside elbow to instep. And then twist. Inside elbow to instep again. And twist. Press through. Hand on the outside of that foot. We're going to straighten that front leg. Really rebend. Feel that stretch in that front leg. Good. Rebend into that front knee. You can keep that knee down. We're going to reverse twist. Hands to the sky. Hands back down. And switch. Elbow to instep. And twist. Same hand. Elbow to instep. And twist. Hand on the outside of that foot. Straighten that front leg. You can drop that back knee if you need. Rebend, hands to the sky. Twist past that bent knee, look back. And hands back down. Gently come on up. As you're up, we're gonna do a quad stretch each side. Grab that ankle, pull that knee back. You can reach towards the sky if you need. And switch. Pull that knee back, feel the stretch in those quads. Switch again. And again. And some knee hugs here. Grab that knee, hug it up, stand up nice and tall, or you can go down into a chair pose, right? Cross that knee over, sit back. Switch again. And switch again. And then that's it for our warm up. If you need to warm up anything else, please do so now. Whew. Somehow it's getting warm already. First movement up, hopefully you can see me and I don't blend in with the background. We are going to do something very simple though. Squats, that's it. On my go, we're gonna do squat pulses, 2 inches. On my go again, we're gonna hold at the bottom of that squat nice and deep. And then we're gonna stand. All right? So just follow along. We're gonna start with squats. That's it, very simple. Heels are shoulder width, nice and deep with our hips. Ready? And go. Hips down and up. Nice and low. Sit back in those heels. Good, stay with it. As many reps, as fast as you want, as slow as you want. I'm going to tell us when we're going to stop it. Few more, stay with it. And pulse, pulse, pulse. Stay, 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 pulse. Keep pulsing, right here. Stand, bottom of the squat, hold, hold, hold. Keep holding, and stand. Good, shake out those legs. We're gonna do it again. Squats in 3, 2, 1, all the way down and up. Last week was a lot of arms, this week is a lot of legs. Says our leg blast. Pulsing and pulse. Go, hold, pulse, pulse. Keep pulsing, stay here, stay low. Stand and bottom of the squat, hold, hold. Come on, stay down low and hold and stand. Shake it out, stretch those quads. Bring those knees back, open up. Maybe we get down low into a half kneeling, whatever works for you. We're gonna use the help of the ground to open up this hip and this quad. Whew. Switching, feels great. All right. See this position I'm in right now? We're gonna get into that position 2 again. Forward or reverse. We're gonna alternate, this is forward, lunges, or reverse, lunges. Choice is yours. We're just gonna start with those. On my go, whatever leg you're on, we're gonna stay hold, and we're gonna pulse here. Knees off the ground, we're gonna pulse for about 2 inches up and down. Keep that knee really low. Should be hovering over the ground about 2 to 4 inches. Right? We're gonna pulse, that back knee's down, hip is open. Pulse, stand, other side. Pulse, stand, and that's it. All right? We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, And go, reverse lunges. Come on, stay with it. Pulsing in, 3, 2, 1, whichever leg, pulse, pulse, stay with. Front heel is down, stay low. And switch, other reverse leg, pulse, here, stay low. And stand, shake it out. Same thing again, in. 3, 2, 1, reverse lunges. Same thing. Pulsing in. 3, 2, 1, pulse. Keep that back hip open, chest upright. Pulsing nice and low, stay low. Should feel in both quads. Stand, other side, pulse. Come on, stay with it. And stand, whoo, shake it out, stretch out those quads. Whew. Going to that half kneeling position again. Getting my back hip open. Oh yeah, my legs are tired. The muscle fibers are working. They're stretching and strengthening in this one. That was only the first 2 rounds. Our first 2 sets. All right. Next set, something super simple. If you have, I forgot to mention, weights around and you want to use them, feel free to grab them right now. Not necessary, but if you'd like, you can use them. We are just going to do a good morning. I have my broom here. I could even use that, no weight. I'm gonna hold it on my back. If you have weight, maybe like a dumbbell, you're gonna hold it right at the top of your chest, like up against it. Don't let it move. What we're doing is making sure that that spine stays nice and long as our hips go back to the wall behind and stand. Really only moving from the hips. Knees are soft, they're not hyper locked out, right? As my hips go back, 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 I can wiggle my toes, weighten those heels, stretch in my hamstrings, stretch in my glutes. I'm gonna squeeze them to bring my hips forward to standing, right? I want us to do that now. Again, if you have weight, right under the chest, holding right here, right under that chin, high on that chest, don't let it leave, right? That's it. Nice long spine. We're going for good mornings. And sorry, give me a second. I restarted my clock. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze those glutes. Hips go back. Squeeze and stand. Squeeze and going back. Push them back, back, back. Squeeze and stand. If you want, you can even do this with maybe a foot away from the wall and see if you can touch the wall. Remember, keep those legs straight. My feet are right underneath my hips. For balance, this is my jumping position. We're stretching those hamstrings here and those glutes, and then we're reactivating them to stand, right? Squeeze and back, back, back. Squeeze and stand. Nice long spine. Keep that chest upright. Three, 2, 1. We're gonna go single leg. If you have a weight, put it in one hand. I like to do the opposite hand. We're going to do a single leg RDL, right? No weight to start is perfectly okay. We're just going to, again, keep the spine long, and our leg is an extension of that, right? So I'm extending that leg. The leg heel raises, my chest comes down. Come back down. I'll maybe do it this side. So heel raises, my chest comes down, and that's as far as I go down. Standing leg is soft, right? Standing leg is soft. If you have struggle with balance, like I do sometimes, let's go into a kickstand. Split that foot, toe is light, send those hips back. So we're straightening and working that bottom standing leg, squeeze and stand. Perfectly fine to do that. Choice is yours. I'm gonna use a little weight for balance, just so I can try this. And we're gonna go single leg in 3, 2, 1, and go. Right? Down and back up. I'm gonna face you because my ground curves down and that's not easy. Single leg, RDL, that's it. We're straightening and stretching that hamstring. Single side. Whew. Few more seconds. 3, 2, and switch. Other side. Bend that standing leg, soften that knee, kick that back knee back, and stand. All right, you got this. Stay with, lengthen that back leg if you can. And it's okay if this goes to a bent knee. Stay with, single side. I might do better without weight. We'll see. Whew. Stay at one spot for balance. Stay with, stay with. You should feel that all in your standing leg. Going in 3, 2, 1. Stretch it out. We can go wide stance, just folding here, folding forward. Touch those toes, touch the ground. Whew. Maybe bend each side, whatever you need to do. Maybe you want to straighten up a single leg. Feel it down in the calf. Because what we did was strengthen it, now we're going to stretch it. We're going to do the same thing again. Glute, good mornings. And then right into a single leg, we're going to go a little faster. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, and go. Good mornings. Squeeze and stand. You can go faster if you feel this is easy. Notice I breathe out as I stand or as I press to standing. Hold that breath going back down. Squeeze all that air out. Breathe in, hold. And rest. Single leg, RDL. Right? Right to it. Try not to, what I just did, let that dumbbell pull you forward and tilt you. Whew. All right, here we go. Focus. Let that leg, back leg, determine how far down your chest goes. Weight is just there for balance. If it doesn't help you with balance, then take it out. Stay with. Three, 2, 1, switch sides. Same thing, other side. Stay with it. Core tight, even through this. here. So get that mat out. We're gonna lay down on our backs. We're gonna do something very simple. It's just glute bridges. We know how to do that. Press through our heels, hips lift. I like to lift my toes. Just gonna really press those heels down and away from the body, except they actually don't move, right? 3, 2, 1, hip up and down. Keep that core one movement. Glute bridge all the way up. If you have a mini band and you'd like to use that for this, mini bands around the knees, just above the knees, around the thighs, you can do that now. As slow or as fast as you'd like, as long as you press through those heels, lift those hips up. In 3, 2, 1, hold at the top. Hold, hold, hold. Stay here, press those heels down, dig them in. Stay, stay, stay. Hips lift. Keep holding. And rest. Bring a knee in, hug it in. Switch sides, hug that knee down to that chest. Switch again, toes to the sky. Switch again. Whew. Feels good. All right, next part, we're going to lift up, pull our knees apart at the top. So we're gonna lift up, knees pull apart, keep those hips up high, come back. And we're gonna stay here, pull those knees apart, and come back together. You can come back as close with those knees as you'd like, but leave about 2 inches between. So don't come any closer than 2 inches between. So maybe not as much as you'd like, but spread them apart. Try not to let those hips fall down too much as you spread them. So if you start spreading and those hips fall down, don't go as wide. All right, we're getting those outside glutes here. In 3, 2, 1, hips up, spread them apart, come back together. Spread them apart, come back together. Squeeze those glutes and hamstrings. Ooh, I'm just getting a cramp. Stay with, drink water. Make sure you're drinking water, especially with it getting warmer out. You'll want to do that more. Stay with, keep those hips up high. And rest. Awesome job. We're going to bring those feet together, knees apart. Hips come up. So this is a Frogger. We're already having those knees go apart. Maybe you want to slide those feet a little bit further away. We're going to do glute bridge, hips come up as high as we can, so we're in a nice tall plank. Come back down. And go. Hips up and back down. Same thing with our core. Still stays tight. This time we're just using those outside of our feet, pressing through the ground. Raise those hips up, knees relax to the side. We're getting those outside glutes, our IT band, everything working here. Stay with it. Three, 2, 1, come back down. Bring those knees in, maybe cross it across the chest here. Other side, cross it across the body. Again, one more each side. And then roll to your side body. All right, here, we're gonna bend those knees, keep them nice and bent. Our feet are still in line with our hips and our shoulders. Our knees are just bent forward. My elbow is gonna be underneath me. I'm gonna reach forward with my hands, and as I reach back, I'm gonna pull that shoulder blade back. So as I sit up, we're gonna do a side leg glute bridge. We're gonna press through the outside bottom leg, and we're going to come up. So we can keep that knee down, foot down, outside, we're gonna press through, and then we're going to either just lift up by the knee. If you can, we're going to lift up completely, those hips up, and that leg up, right? So we're really coming all the way up, right? And then we'll be one straight line from the top of the knee, hip, and shoulder. All right, starting, trying in 3, 2, 1, and go. Hips up, legs up. Pull that arm back. Press through that bottom knee, raise that hip. Hip kind of goes forward as we raise up. Stay with. You're getting it, you're getting the hang of it. It's not easy. And rest, switch sides. Not easy, you got it, it's okay. Do it again, switch sides, same thing. Pressing that knee, bottom knee down, back of the foot down. Leg lifts up, pull that arm back, hip comes off the ground. Really just like a side plank onto that knee, but we're gonna raise that leg for a little extra weight going down against gravity, right? Ready, and go. All the way down, all the way up. Stay with it. Whew, a few more. 3, 2, 1, and relax. That was our side leg glute bridge. And 2, if you're still staying with us today, to kind of work it out here in our last 15 minutes here. We're gonna stand up, you can move that to the side. We're gonna use our bench now even more, because we haven't used it yet. We're gonna take one leg up, put it on this bench, chair, couch, whatever you have. Make sure that when you put it up, it's not in line with your other foot. Keep them so your both hips are forward, underneath your hips, right? We're gonna kick that front leg out, and we're gonna drop down into a Bulgarian split squat. Just means our back leg is lifted. We're dropping down into this split squat. Drive through that front heel and stand. All right? Whew. Start. All right, foot's to the edge so that knee can go down close to that chair. 2, 1, and start. All the way down, all the way up. Stay with it. Stay with. I know your legs are probably feeling it, and here we go with one of the toughest ones. This set. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Put that other foot where that other foot was. Match them, and then pull that leg back, toes down, right? Square up those hips, split squat knee to the couch, in 3, 2, 1, and go down and up. As slow or as fast as you'd like. If you would really like, and this is super easy, add weight to this. Drive through that front heel. I like to move my arms for balance, just like I'm running. Stay with. Three, 2, 1, stand, shake it out. I'm using that step or that bench for alternating step ups. In, just alternate which foot goes first. Just standing up as tall as you can. Open up those hips. Ready? And go. Standing all the way up and back down. Alternate which step you step with. Use what you have in the house. Really try and stand all the way up with that leg that you stuck with. Try not to add that other leg until you're all the way standing, right? If I step with one leg, I come back down first with the other leg. The last leg to tap is the one I step with again. Three, two, one. Stay up here where you're standing. Very gently, if you have something comfortable, you're going to do a deficit reverse lunge and back up, single leg. Stay with that single leg. We're gonna stay here, reverse lunge. So we're kind of going right down, drop down low. This front leg stays straight. Use that leg to stand. 3, 2, 1, and stay with me. Drop and stand, right? Nice and controlled on the way down. I'm using that standing leg to control myself down and to come back up. Stay with. And rest, other foot, and go. Same thing, other side. Whew. Control all the way down so you can kind of drop that back toe down nice and slow. Maybe not too slow, but not where you're falling down and catching yourself, right? 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome job. We're gonna finish it out, this set, with holding onto that bench. You don't need to though, you can do this on the ground, laying back down for that glute bridge. If you have a bench, a chair, maybe your couch, what you're gonna do is we're just doing kind of elevated glute bridges, right? My chest is in this, my glute bridge comes up, my heels kind of in a nice tabletop position, back down. Nothing too crazy. 3, 2, 1, get where you are. If you're on the bench, stay here. If not, you're back in the ground for glute bridges. Three, 2, 1, rest. This time, kick one leg up into the air, right? Keep it straight, leg bent, doesn't matter, we're doing single leg, right? All the way up, all the way down. Whew, this is difficult on an angle. 3, 2, 1, single leg, and go all the way up, all the way down. You can do this again on a chair, you can do this on the ground. And switch. Whew. Other side. And go. And rest. Whew, shake those out. All right, to finish today off, just for timing of this class, we're gonna move to a quick plank position. Actually, we'll just do 2 moves, and at the end, if you want to go through this set again, it started with the split squats. So if you're doing this not live, on replay, just kick it back until we did the Bulgarian split squats, alternating step ups, reverse, deficit, reverse, reverse or drop lunges, and glute bridge, single glute bridge. And now we're gonna do plank hold, just to get our core involved here a little more. All right, hands under the shoulders or elbows under the shoulders, whatever works for you. I'm going to stay in my elbows actually this time. Legs go out in 3, 2, 1. Shoulders on our backs. Core is tight. Tailbone is tucked under. Belly button is up and in. Holding here. And we're going to end with something really, really fun. All right. On my go, what we're going to do is we're going to rock back and forward on our toes. Heels go behind our feet. They come in front of our toes, right? And go. We're just going to do a body saw. Well, body rocks here. If you can, if not, stay in that plank hold. Really tight core. And rest. Whew, lay down or stretch those arms. Let them hang. We're going to come up, press those hips forward, open up that chest, core tight, glutes squeezed as we do this. And come back down. Do it again. Hips up, chest up. Press those hips forward. Squeeze those glutes. And then let's sit our knees wide, feet together. Sit back to our heels. Stretch those arms long. Deep breaths into our lower back. Opening up those hips either side. Gently come on up. We're going to get one knee forward. Half kneeling position. Whew. Squeeze those glutes. Open up those hips. Hands come up to the sky. Come back down. Reach up. High. Reach, reach, reach. Come back down. And again, reach, reach, reach up high. Good. If you want, you can sit forward. Open up that back hip. Grab that back ankle. Get deep into that quad stretch. Toes away. Squeeze those glutes and hamstrings here. And switch. Half kneeling other side. All right. Tuck that tailbone under. Open up that hip. Reach up high, high, high. And come back down. Reach up high, 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 high. And come back down. Reach up high again. And then come back down. Open up that back hip. Squeeze glutes, hamstrings, toes away. Pull the ankle forward. Feel the stretch in the quad. And come back down. You can sit down however you like. You can do a half kneeling. We're just going to stretch into this hamstring, right? So you can keep one leg back if you'd like, folding forward over this front leg, stretching those hamstrings. Whew. Feels good. And switch sides. If you have knee issues, don't go down like this. Maybe we do what we did in the beginning, where you kept on that half kneeling and then you folded, right? Half kneeling, folding forward. That's perfectly okay too. Just keep breathing deeply into these stretches. And then for your last stretch, get a nice chest or knee hug, opening up that outside hip and glute. And switch. Awesome. Woohoo. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Again, if you are taking this as a replay, please comment below and say replay. Let us know you took this class. Let us know if you really hated one of the movements or not. Anything like that. We'd love your feedback. and we'll hope to see you again. All right, thanks for joining, everyone. Have a good one.